Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news, so hold on to your hats, because the NFL offseason just got a whole lot more interesting, especially for us Packers fans. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC North and significantly boost our offensive line. Word is that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, currently navigating a tricky cap situation with the recent Mayfield signing and a struggling defense, are open to moving Tristan Wirfs, one of the league's most dominant offensive tackles. And guess what? The Green Bay Packers are reportedly in serious talks about acquiring Wirfs in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2027 draft. That's right, a future first-rounder for a player who's not only a cornerstone of the Bucs line, but also a player who could be the missing piece to elevate our offense to new heights. Now let's break down why this move makes so much sense for Green Bay. First, Tristan Wirfs isn't just any tackle. He's an elite, rock-solid protector with a proven track record. Since entering the league, Wirfs has started 92 games, and his performance grades are nothing short of stellar. His PFF pass block grade sits at an impressive 89.2, and his run blocking is equally solid at 86.5. Over his career, he's allowed just 14 sacks and has faced 92 pressures, which translates to a pressure rate of only about 4.1%. That's elite protection, folks. For comparison, in the 2025 season alone, through 3 games up to September 15th, Wirfs allowed only 1 sack and 9 pressures, maintaining an 88.7 PFF grade without any injuries after 2024. It's clear he's a durable, reliable force on the line. The Buccaneers, meanwhile, are 1-2 on the season and dealing with a leaky offensive line, allowing about 3.5 sacks per game. Their cap situation isn't great either, roughly $14 million in cap space, but with a projected negative cap impact of about $12 million in 2026. Tampa's focus has been shifting towards rebuilding their defense and managing their cap more sustainably. Moving Wirfs could free up cap space and help them acquire draft capital to rebuild around their defense and young talent. A trade for a future first-round pick, especially a high one like 2027, makes strategic sense for them, especially if they're prioritizing long-term sustainability over immediate competitiveness. For the Packers, acquiring Wirfs represents more than just bolstering the offensive line. It's a strategic move to reshape the team's future. Our offensive line has faced some challenges this season, particularly with injuries to players like David Bakhtiari and Josh Myers, which have affected protection and run blocking. Currently, we're allowing around 2.9 sacks per game, which is not ideal, especially considering the importance of protecting Jordan Love and creating running lanes for our backs. The addition of Wirfs could be transformative, bringing stability and elite-level talent to our front line. His presence would give us a formidable right tackle, something we've been needing since the departure of some key veterans over the past few seasons. And let's not forget the broader picture. Packers have been steadily improving this season, sitting at a 2-1 record, despite some injury setbacks. Our team is showing resilience, and the addition of a player like Wirfs could act as a catalyst for a much deeper playoff run. We've seen what a dominant offensive line can do in the past. Think of how the Ravens used Marshall Yanda during their Super Bowl run, or how the Chiefs benefited from Joe Thuney's signing back in 2021, which boosted their protection by over 15%. Wirfs, with his elite technique and ability to open up running lanes, could be the kind of player who elevates our entire offense, making us more balanced, more explosive, and more difficult for defenses to handle. From an analytics standpoint, Wirfs' impact is quantifiable. His EPA per run is plus 0.13, meaning he's consistently creating positive plays, and his run-blocking metrics are outstanding. On the field, he's a fortress against edge rushers and a key piece in stabilizing the protection. His ability to lock down the blind side, especially in critical moments, could turn the tide in close games, increasing our red zone efficiency by over 20%. Imagine the possibilities with a lockdown tackle protecting Jordan Love's blind side. It's reminiscent of the Yanda effect in Baltimore, where a dominant offensive lineman helps propel a team to Super Bowl glory. The strategic implications for both teams are clear. Tampa Bay, in a rebuild phase, would be wise to capitalize on Wirfs's value and accumulate draft capital for the future. For the Packers, the addition of Wirfs would be a statement of intent, a commitment to building a formidable, dominant offensive line that can sustain success for years to come. It's a move that could anchor our offensive line for the next decade, providing stability and elite protection that could turn our offense into one of the league's most feared units. Looking ahead, this trade could also influence our draft and free agency plans. With Wirfs in the fold, we might be more aggressive in targeting other positions of need, knowing we have a cornerstone at right tackle. It also signals a shift in the Packers' long-term strategy, investing in young, high-impact players who can lead us back to Super Bowl contention. And considering the current odds, moving from plus 8,000 to plus 4,000 in Super Bowl futures, it's clear that the NFL world is starting to see the Packers as legitimate contenders once again. Wirfs' addition would be a huge boost, not just for this season, but for the next few years as we continue to rebuild and retool. This potential trade also highlights the evolving nature of NFL team building. Teams are increasingly valuing the premium positions like offensive tackle, especially those with elite traits and durability. Wirfs checks all those boxes, and his young age means he has plenty of prime years ahead of him. For the Packers, acquiring a player of his caliber signals a shift from patchwork protection to a true foundation of strength. It's a move that echoes the kind of bold decisions that have led teams like the Chiefs and Ravens to Super Bowl victories, where investing heavily in the offensive line paid huge dividends. Of course, there's the question of how this impacts team chemistry and locker room dynamics. But given Wirfs' reputation as a hard worker and a team-first player, he would likely fit right into the Packers' culture. His toughness and technical mastery could be exactly what we need to push our offense into the upper echelon of the league. Plus, with the NFL evolving into a more pass-heavy, offense-oriented league, having a true franchise tackle is more valuable than ever. In conclusion, this potential trade for Tristan Wirfs could be a game-changer for the Green Bay Packers. It's a bold move, but one that makes a lot of sense given the current landscape of the NFL, our team's needs, and the long-term vision for the franchise. If the Packers manage to pull this off, it could be the piece that finally propels us past the NFC's elite and into serious Super Bowl contention. The NFL offseason is always full of surprises, but this one could be a defining moment for Green Bay fans. We're on the verge of seeing our team take a major step forward, and I, for one, couldn't be more excited. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Green Bay Packers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think acquiring Tristan Wirfs is the move that could finally solidify our offensive line and push us toward a Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. And whatever happens, you can count on us to keep you informed, analyzed, and hyped for the Green Bay Packers' next chapter.